This is a little weird. Let me try and get things together. Might be tough. This might be a difficult go, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, I don't know if this will be good, but we'll see. All right, so 5 people watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm gonna try and like bring the volume up, because if I bring the volume up, then the voice sounds a lot better. But if I bring the volume down, then it ends up getting horrible. So hopefully everything's good. What's going on? This morning we did see an increase to about $57.64. Good morning. Good morning. Just Cheryl. Hopefully this is not just like a tough go right now. Right now I can tell my voice is still a little weird. It sounded a lot better earlier, but for some reason it's not really sounding that great to me. But you be the judge. I guess maybe the more that I use it, the better that it may get. I don't know. But there's 5 people in here. Thank you guys for watching. Bro, what's the deal with GME? Why are GME bro saying AMC is a distraction? What are your thoughts? People with that are following GME or that following one or another think that the other one is a distraction when the other one moves, because if somebody's heavily invested in something, they're gonna say everything else is a distraction. Just like a lot of the people are saying that some of the other stocks that are really moving are a distraction, and that's not the case. It's not the fact that they are a distraction. It's the fact that they're getting more attention in that moment. If something does get more attention, oh well. If you're in both of those positions, then it's good. But it's not a distraction. One will move one day, one will move another day, just depending on what they're looking to maybe cover some of their shorts in. They're not going to cover all their shorts in every single stock at the same time, unless they're going bankrupt or, they're giving up on the overall situation, then yes. So I don't think it's a distraction. I'm tired of spiking and then getting rejected early in the day. Anywho, how you feeling, bro? I'm feeling okay. I think my voice is still a little weird. My nose is still clogged. There's just a lot of things that are going on. But trying to use my voice, trying to bring the volume up so that I can get some words out. But it may get a little bit more difficult as we go through the rest of the day. Are we going to 76 today? I don't know. I don't know. It looks like we tend to resist every single morning. They don't really want us to go above 60. And remember, we've had times to where they didn't want us to go above 12 or 14 or 15, right? And they held us down, and every time we would increase, then decrease right away. This is the same stuff that's happening. It's an increase consolidation or forced consolidation. Holding 10,200 shares will continue to buy. I did the same thing from 14 to 18 bucks. Yeah, to $8. I'm gonna ignore the noise and stick to the mission. I hear you. It's great to hear. Weird how ETC went up today. Bull trap. Ethereum Classic? No, I don't think so. Good morning. Morning all. Enjoyed the Whisper video last night. I think technically we went to first base according to grade school standards. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Holding since the battle of $8. So we'll know we'll go above 60 in a good time. Yeah, I agree with you. Some honey with lemon will take care of your voice. I've had honey with lemon multiple times. It's not working. Good morning, Matt. Do you think we'll touch $4 today? I haven't looked at XELA. I haven't looked at it too much. Do I think it will touch $4 today? Will it hit $4 in the pre-market, and now it's starting to drift back down. So do I think it will touch $4 today? It depends how the rest of the pre-market goes. You might actually see that die off, which I hope that's not the case. I hope this is just a simple, retracement, and can push up above $4. So do I think it will hit $4 today? I mean, it's showing that it can. It just depends on the rest of the pre-market. Sorry, it depends on the rest of the pre-market. Just got done watching Loki episode 4. So did I. I was up early this morning because I could not sleep. It seemed like when I was laying down that everything was just weird. Like my nose was clogged. It still is clogged, but it was more than this. It seemed like a lot of pressure. So I couldn't sleep. I was up at like 3. You forgot the bourbon with honey and lemon. No spoilers. I've watched as well, and I had to lead the Discord and my coworker to keep them safe. Yeah, I don't want to create any spoilers either. Spoiler free zone. All right. So hopefully my voice makes it. I hope that my voice makes it a long time, but I'm not 100% sure. I thought it would be fixed by then. Literally within the middle of the day, my voice just went out. I think it was Monday. I was just like, what is going on here? And I felt no type of like real sickness. It just went out. Gatorade sponsorship. I don't think so. Sounds like a sinus infection. No, I don't think so. But I'm not a doctor, nor am I a nurse. Yes, I stayed for everything. It's a tablespoon of bourbon in tea with honey and lemon. Not kidding, it helps. Well, I don't have any bourbon. I had a day trade for a living finally arrived. All right, tell me how you like it. I really like it. Right when I started reading it, I mean, it takes you into like the basics and understanding, just setting you up with the right mindset. I think it's good right from the beginning. I think I had to skip the intro for my breakdowns when it comes to Patreon, but yeah, it's really good, really good. You always clickbaiting people. Where's AMC and GME? All right, here we go. If you want to see it, I mean, nothing's really happening right now. They're kind of coming back. GME is borderline barcoding, and look at AMC. I'm always clickbaiting people. That's funny. It's hilarious that I'm always clickbaiting people. If you wanted to hear about it, just ask. There you go. There's AMC at $56.54, and there's GME at $210.62. Did you go to the doctor to see what's actually going on? Not, you might consider it. I've been listening to your channel for a few weeks now. You need to hit Flonase. Works for me. Yeah. So for allergies, I seem to figure that out. But if you haven't, if you didn't know, my 1 year old had a fever for that lasted like a number of days, and I guess I may be catching some of that. No, wow, you clickbait. I don't do that. Yeah, I know. I watch you daily, and I learned a lot. I'm planning on doing this full time post squeeze. Can I ask a question? Yeah, go ahead. If you know the squeeze is coming, I will pull from crypto to take advantage of the squeeze. Well, you know the squeeze is coming, but you also want to be able to, have different investments. Like a lot of people, when they only know about what's going on with AMC, it doesn't really show what you will do post squeeze, what you're doing post squeeze. And especially if you're creating this community, it shows people that you understand what you're doing in so many different areas. So for the fact that I would only put all my money into AMC, yeah, it shows that I 100% believe in it and where it can go. But I also want to show what I can do in other situations, cryptocurrency, which is a big deal. And even if AMC goes up and now doubles, triples, quadruples in value, there's still more value that you can actually get with some of these cryptocurrencies. And seeing them at 1 penny and seeing that go from 1 penny up to $40 is something where it's way different than what you're looking at with AMC and GME. Instead of looking at a squeeze, you're looking at a normal growth of cryptocurrency. So it's a different story when it comes to cryptocurrency than anything else. Also with other investments, I like to diversify things. When I look at my other investments, and if I can gain different amounts going forward, it's always great. And if I have too many shares of AMC, I want so many people to capitalize from this. If you have too many shares of AMC and you end up selling at the peak points or close to the peak points, you're starting to create that downturn. So you're taking away from the full life of the squeeze by selling too many shares. So yes, I believe in AMC and GME and all of that, but I'm not going to hold 10,000 shares of it. um, Goon of Philly. I think you're the reason why, like you're one of the reasons why I would, I do close this up to members only. And obviously the reason of having a community, or building a community, but it's not clickbaiting if you talk about other things. We talked about AMC and GME literally in the beginning, but then after the fact, um, we can talk about other things in between. What's your mindset when it comes to investing? How did you get started? All that other stuff. You don't have to physically talk about AMC and GME the whole entire time. And I'm not sure you're aware, but this is my channel, right? So I'm sorry, it's not clickbaiting. Plus, listen to his. Listen to you for a couple of months. Glad your voice is getting better. Yeah, it's getting a little bit better. But I'm soft. Sure. Dog water. There's more than one stock out there. Exactly. Exactly. People that only care about AMC or GME, I mean, you're kind of just you're showing that you don't understand the rest of the stock market. This can be done, replicated over and over and over again, to where we have AMC and GME take off, and other stocks end up doing the same thing. Squeezes happen like once in a while. Like it's not once in a lifetime, but you may have it like once every 5 or 10 years if you're going to have some sort of squeeze potential. And actually push towards getting a lot of these, squoze. Asking me if we could take Tyler the investor in a fight. Are we going to create YouTube boxing for investing now? I'll do that. Box all the time. If I was to. I'm newer to using. I'm newer and AMC and GME as a catalyst. Read and study daily. Any advice for newer investors? Yeah, I mean, to take the basics into play. A lot of people like to get overwhelmed or feel like they're doing a lot because they're looking at a lot. You don't need to look at a lot in order to be successful. I look at a number, like maybe like 5 things, a handful of things, in order to invest daily. If I'm looking at um, like the 15 moving average, the 200 EMA, the RSI that's on the screen, and I'm also taking into a risk and all that stuff. Like I don't look at too many things in order to actually trade daily. And I end up being profitable no matter if I'm actually choosing to chase a stock or I'm not chasing a stock, which most likely I won't chase a stock, but I can play it successfully while chasing it. All right, I'm going to close this up to. Oh, you can close it up to only subscribers. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like that. You could close it up. Let me see how that is. So anybody that's a subscriber can now chat. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know they did that. Did they just make that change? I'm gonna close it up to members only in like 5 minutes. I just want to see how this works. It's pretty cool. So now people don't have to become a member, but you can still say things as long as you are a subscriber. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Someone said that at the same time I said that. But yeah, in like 5 minutes, I'll close it back up. I just don't know. You must own a lot of shares to pull at 100. What? Oh, I'll get on AMC at 100, but man, the hedge funds are dragging us on. Yeah, I wouldn't say like you can start pulling out of AMC at 100 if that's what you wanted. Um, yeah, just everybody have their price targets ready. I think if you are not ready to actually have your price targets, um, no, sorry, to actually pull out of your position, then you need to be ready. You need to have that strategy built because it's always great to have that. You never know what could happen at the peak points or close to it. So check your stats to see how many people are not subscribed to view your streams. It's high and keep it sub only mode. Um, yeah, I mean, when it comes to the normal streams, I'm probably gonna go with members only. But when it comes to maybe like a secondary stream or a stream in a different platform, or not a different platform, a different channel that I have, I think it would be great to do sub only, so I don't have to do memberships there. 100K per share for me. I'll sell slowly on the way up. See, I think that's the smartest way to do it because, like I said, you never know what could happen at the top. I feel like my nose is completely closed at this point. I want to be able to day trade. Yeah, day trading and swing trading is amazing, but you have to have discipline. A lot of people get caught up on the fact that they lost money in a day and continue to trade, continue to lose money. A lot of times I'll give myself 5 times in order to trade in a day. If I can't trade that day, it's just not my day. When does the stop loss last? Does it expire? Usually, I think you can set it good until. I think it's. I'm not actually 100% sure. I believe it's the lifetime. Typically, I'll set a stop loss in the day, so I don't really know. That's a good question. Bottom 15K, mid 20s. My ceiling is 25. Be happy with that. Okay, Matt. You. Oh, Matthew, you mean for mine? What? My exit strategy is basically the ladder, a ladder of selling points. That's good. Someone else switched to sub only to stop the bots. It was Matt, Trey, or yeah. I didn't even know they had that ability. The last time I checked, it was only members only, which was Monday. So they must have changed that on Tuesday. An unbelievable dream to where I watched shoot 37,000. All right, so in 30 minutes, I'm gonna go to members only just to. Uh, we don't really have that many viewers right now, so maybe I'll wait. But 100, I was tempted to sell. I really don't want to talk that much. That's why. So if I read some comments, we can go through it. Buenos dias, Matt. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you for letting me into the conversation. No problem. Wow, Matt. How you doing? How's everybody doing? We got 200 people in here. Thank you guys for stopping by. I know I wasn't live yesterday, but we really didn't have too much movement. No vitamin C. I do have vitamin C. Emergency right here, which I'll probably take later today. I can't complain. Motivated me to keep holding short. Take vitamin C. I am. A lot of it. And I pulled off a massive win from MRIN. Yeah, that moved a lot yesterday. It moved a crazy amount yesterday. I don't know. I know in the after hours market, I think it fell off. Yeah, in the after hours market, it fell off, and in the pre market, it fell off some more. So it's continuing to fall from those points to where it was at $18. You were real with us, and I will not lie to you. Yeah, I know vitamin C is amazing. I take it all the time. Look at the analysis. Well, hopefully we break above 60 this week, so we can get to 100. Yeah, I know. It seems like they really don't want us to break above that point. They don't want us to break above 60. They don't want us to stay above 60. It's just not how they rule. Let's get this guy up. He deserves it. I didn't mean to be rude or anything. Sorry. Thank you. About AMC, guys. I mean, we're still sitting at we're positive right now. So we had a little bit of a break after seeing this decrease and more of a consolidation for a little bit. We're now starting to see this break up. Let's see if we can continue on that trend. What's the buy-in price today? It's a little early to tell what that buying price actually is. We want to see if it's going to break these points, and then we'll see where that buying price will be. But right now, sitting comfortable. How and why is the price staying there when we're holding and people are still buying? The shorting, man, the shorting, the naked shorting, all the illegal stuff that's going on. It makes no sense if we're holding so many shares. Now we understand there are day traders and swing traders. It's with volatility, it makes sense, but um, the amount of shorting that's going on, that's the only thing keeping it down. It's very spotty, yeah. We're not really seeing a crazy amount of volume, only 49K right now, which is not bad. It's not the best. Our government is gaining speed. Now and hold. Yeah. Oh, my crypto portfolio is growing too. It's making a pretty decent move. I can show you my portfolio when it comes to crypto, which I showed um what's it called? My Discord group. I like to display my portfolio over there. But if we look at my portfolio right now, it's hovering around 3,100. I did pull money out of my crypto wallet. I've noticed that if these are going to be more short term, it makes no sense. Internet computer, that has increased yesterday, but actually started to decrease today. Litecoin, I have a number of coins there. I'm waiting for my Ethereum Classic to actually come through. I have 9 Ethereum Classic, but it hasn't transferred over yet. It says that it's pending for some reason. I did buy I don't even know how to say that. Is it uh Jitcoin or Gitcoin? Or AMP, all of those. So waiting to see that move. Uh, when I see that on a natural dip yesterday, I was screaming cheaters. Oh, I was like, I was a madman. That's funny. Well, yeah, I seen the dip and I was just like, what is going on, man? It's the same old thing. Every single day we'll see that large increase and then it'll just dip. It'll just fall out of nowhere. And to like an endless amount, not even to a point to where it has a V-shaped recovery. It's to a point to where you know that they feel comfortable where they're holding their shorts. Fidelity is showing more buys than sells. Let's see for a second, and then the state pushed down the low. That's manipulation. Yeah, it was clear manipulation. Clear. Guys, we have 237 people in here. Hit that like button if you can. It does help out the channel. It seriously does. Since we don't have many people in here, I'll keep it subscribers only for a little bit. Your face looks swollen. My face is not swollen. Are you trying to say I'm getting fat? Is that what you're saying? I'm just playing. I had to go blow my nose, or at least try to. Give me a second. You said Michael Coach resigned from Citadel. I didn't see that. So just give me 1 second here. There's nothing coming out there. I don't. It's weird, I guess. Congested, yeah, it seems that way. Do I have a cold today? Yeah, I have something going on. Yesterday was disappointing. Yes, yes, it was. Do you think there will be any exciting news during July 29th shareholder meeting? I'm assuming AA will talk about the future of the company. Probably not. The future of the company is definitely a good thing. If they can talk about that, I'm 100% for it. It seems like my voice is getting a little bit better. Seems like it, but let's not jinx it. But yeah, I think that they'll talk about the future of the company, which I think is technically a good thing. Hey, good to see you. Hopefully you had a fantastic day. So yeah, I'll keep this open to subscribers only until probably like the hour mark, and then we'll go over to members only. Um, we'll see how this plays out. Typically, I would go with members only because of the fact that you can answer more questions, and also people pay that dollar in order to get to that point. And I want to create this community so I can send other videos out to members and stuff like that. It's always great. Audio is off. The audio shouldn't be off. Oh, it's the wrong mic. Hello? Okay, there we go. Hello? Okay, there we go. I said hello. I said hello. Like I was. There we go. Do you hear anything? Is it a little better? Let me know if everything is good. Much better? Perfect. Okay. So you probably did hear me, but it was like a very faint sound. It somehow was picking up the microphone from my Sony camera, which is not plugged in. So I don't know how the hell that even happened. Do nasal stare. I have a question. My friend is planning to do a crypto channel, but he isn't as smart as the other crypto YouTubers. They're very competitive, in my opinion. What would you tell him? First, you want to do your research, and there's a lot of channels that seem like they know what they're talking about, but they don't. They do the bare minimum of research, and then they'll put it all together, and all they have to do is edit it the right way, and it seems like you know exactly what you're talking about. But then if you go into more of a live setting, they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. So I've seen people that are like that. Just make sure you do your research, have an understanding of what's going on in the crypto scene. Because I don't know a lot about crypto, and I will tell you I don't know a lot about crypto, but I can come across as someone that really knows a ton about crypto. But I will be transparent and tell you I don't know much, and that we're going on this journey together. So create more of an opportunity where you're saying, hey, we're going on this journey. We're going to learn more and more about crypto, what my opinion is on here based on experience, what I'm actually invested in. And also, you want to make sure you're invested in crypto and don't just talk about crypto. That's a mistake that a lot of people make, is they'll talk about the stock market or talk about investments, and they don't even invest in the stock market or anything, or have no experience. So you should be fine as long as you really feel like you're starting to understand things and understand that you bring something to the table that other people don't, or other people do, but some people just like the way your message comes across, a little bit more. I feel like a lot of people know more about stocks than I do, because I literally go into it and just want to be a profitable trader. And that's what I feel like I gain over a lot of other people, is that I know I can be, like, I can take risk, I can take risky plays, but I also minimize that risk by being able to set stop losses, or set mental stop losses, or understand profit to loss ratios, like the basics that you really need to know in order to trade successfully. And I've had a number of years where I've traded and made over $30,000. That's all I really try to make, is $30,000 a year. And if I can make that in a single trade, then that's great. Obviously, I'll still look for the same gains that I normally get. But if I can make $30,000 in a single trade, that means that I gained my day trading amount, or my yearly day trading salary, in one trade, or in like a couple of months. Am I going to see Black Widow? Yes. Since you own AMC shares, yeah, I'm gonna see Black Widow, of course. I called my brother the other day. I'm actually gonna go see Boss Baby. I think that's what it's called with my daughter. This is gonna be her first experience at the movies, so I want it to be amazing, and I hope that she's gonna be excited and love the popcorn and love the experience, because that's what me and my wife have like built our whole like relationship and marriage and everything off of. We had a point to where we saw 4 movies in one weekend. That means that we seen one basically on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was amazing, but we love to go and watch movies. The movie theater is amazing for us. It looks like we're still seeing this increase. AMC is up 0.83%. So it seems like my voice is getting a little bit better. But my nose is starting to get very nasally, and it like I can't decongest it. How many hours do I have to wait? Oh, you know what? I should be good. Time to take some Mucinex. Where can I get your day trading book from? So it's not my day trading book, but you can get the How to Day Trade for a Living book. If you go in the description, you'll see under products, I think it is. I have my store, and then you can go to books, and it'll have How to Day Trade for a Living, Advanced Techniques, and the first one. Oh, that was difficult to get down for some reason. Oh, it was the worst pill I've ever taken. Whew. Eat a jalapeno pepper. I was thinking that hot food would probably be good. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. All right, so I'm gonna keep it subscribers only, probably for a little bit more. Subscribers only is cool. I feel like you could still have like bots and spammers become like subscribe for like really quick, uh, and then just like delete the subscription. So thanks for your commitment. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I love doing this. I love talking about this stuff. Um, where can I talk for $1? What? I don't know what that means. So this wasn't a bad hour, I'll tell you that. From 5 o'clock, we really started to increase, and now we are seeing it, stair step on the way up. We just don't know if it's going to hold at those points, if it's going to break back down. A lot of things look negative. Let's look at the popular stocks. A lot of things look like they're going negative. Let's see with pre-market movement. You have MRIN that's down 21.85%. That's crazy. Sounds sketchy, but a place where you can go to stick a balloon. It's very sketchy. Good morning from Colorado. I asked how you're doing, but I can hear your voice. I hope you feel better. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. I usually don't have trouble swallowing pills. It's not an issue. I usually could even do it without a drink, but for some reason it didn't. It didn't go down. It didn't want to go down. So I think as I talk, my voice will get a lot better, and you'll start hearing a little bit more, which is weird because you would think as you talk, maybe you're straining your voice a little bit too much. That's fine. Coming from a nurse. All right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I take any advice. It's just the fact that I never really have trouble taking a pill. That was the first time since I tried to learn how to take pills when I was a kid, which was a very difficult situation because, you would always be told, well, if you can't take it, then you just have to chop it up and or crunch it up and all that stuff, and that's like the worst because it tastes like ass. Bruce White, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. In like 15 minutes, I'll close it up to members only. I appreciate everybody that's in here and all the subscribers, everybody. So we'll definitely do some subscriber streams because those are cool. I didn't even know you could do that. Like I guess they just added it. We got to bring over 65 already. Exactly. We do have to. I knew a chick in college that could help you with swallowing things. Feel better, buddy. Okay. That's funny. I'm going to NC in a couple weeks. I made an offer on a house. Um, there's an island. Robinhood is not showing the active price. Check. Robinhood? Check. I think the only thing I have in Robinhood is my Doge. It's down significantly. For AMC, you're right. It's not. I think their pre-market hours start a little bit later. Oh wait, it just updated. Never mind. It just updated. It's starting to show the active price at 56.79. That's what I'm seeing. So just get better, buddy, for your girl. Yeah. Thank you. Uh, point for just for Dustin. It's funny. 56.90 is stuck at why it just moved. Help you with swallowing things. Topsail Island. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. No, I don't have the hair today. Found it. Perfect. Thank you for becoming a member. Like I said, I'll close it up in a little bit. But all the people that are subscribers that are new to the channel, or you're just watching, hit that subscribe button. And then you can chat for the time being. I have a good feeling about a green day today. I hope it's very green today. You know that the hedge funds can pull off anything that they want to. We got above 60 yesterday. We showed a lot of strength, a lot of buying strength, and then just collapsed the whole entire day, which was ridiculous. Seeing this, I was just like, oh, we're probably going to see a recovery somewhere around 57. That's what I would have thought. Just continued to drop down to 56. It's going to go up to 70 today. We're down to 45. either the extreme on the buy side or extreme on the sell side. Like what? Thank you, Noel, for a great super sticker. I wish I could do that with my chair. You know what? That reminds me. I need a new gaming chair because this chair is horrible. I see a lot of people with comfortable chairs, and I just want to get a new chair because this thing is horrendous. I mean, it's better than the other chair that I have, which hurts, but this is really bad. It has no like lumbar support. Mesh chair. They're comfiest. I will get something. I'm gonna get probably a gaming chair that has like head support. I hope that it has head support for me because I know that I'm a tall guy. If you don't know, I'm 6'9". I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I want to see how many people believe me, but I'm just joking. I'm 6'2". Don't get a gaming chair. They're horrible. If you use it for long term, really? I've heard different. So you're fucking 6'9". No, I'm not 6'9". You're the real 4'8". I'm 4'8". My cousin is also 6'2". I'm 5'8". Yeah, mesh chairs are the best for lumbar support, head support, and all around comfort. All right, I'll have to get some like suggestions or something, like in like DMs where I really want to buy it, but I don't want to miss the low. I know what you mean. You never know where the low would be. You don't know if it's going to go back down to 40 or what. My nose is seriously stuffed. I have no idea. Where did my tissue go? Chairs are just giving. Yeah, you said my cousins are 6'2", 6'1", and 5'10". Yeah, I'm 6'2". My brothers are shorter than me. Rip headphones users. Currently, GME is very flat today. Has only 2.6K worth of volume right now. We're seeing AMC around that 1% mark, which is not bad. You're a 5'8" girl. That's tall. I think average for a woman is like 5'4" or something. I bought a very comfortable office chair. Be some of that height. I don't know if I can. I grew up with them, so I was always the short one. I'm used to being around tall people being short. I mean, being shorter, not like short, you know, because would you say you were 5'8", 5'9"? That's not that short. All right, guys, let's see what's going on in the markets real quick. Wow. We have B square. It's up 206% yesterday. 206%. It's now down 15% this morning in the pre-market. We can see a lot of things that actually had a decent look to it. So if we look at the change that we had yesterday, I also want to look at the change of the pre-market. For the change that we had yesterday, 206% for B square, and it's now down 18%, 136% for CERE. Are you ready to enter Tendy Town? Yes, I am. Yes, I am 100%. This was a pleasant surprise to wake up to in MN. So maybe that was a stock. I don't know what you're talking about. Wow, MRIN is down 21%. That's crazy. I was thinking that. I mean, you see it pull up way too fast. You're going to see that retrace. It's just what happens. And the retracement started at the end of the day. My nose is completely stuffed. You okay? What's up with your voice? My voice is just messed up. Completely messed up. But it's all right. Where's AMC at? AMC is hovering around that 1% mark for an increase. It did fall all the way down to $56.25. And then right when I started streaming, I was watching it before that, but right when I started streaming, it started to really increase. So it's making that move over the 200 EMA, showing that indication of an uptrend. Let's continue that uptrend though. You sound horrible. Thanks. Makes me feel great. Just get some rest. Yeah, this is the way that I get rest, anyways. So, thank you for being here, though. Everybody that is here, I appreciate it. 685. Yes, we're currently at 656.85. Bruce upgraded his membership. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. You sound like you just got back from a weekend long rave. That's basically what I'm going with. Nice voice, but he'll soon. Thank you. Just look at the AMC daily chart. Yeah, I've been saying that. You got a nice bull flag set up. It did break consolidation there, but if it didn't break that, it was just set up here. We have a really, really nice consolidation. So this could break any day. It could truly break any day. How long do you think we can stay in the wedge / flag formation? I think we can possibly stay here for a while. We've seen it consolidate a number of times, um, around $5 and around $9 for a long period of time. Look at this consolidation here for a number of days from March all the way until uh, May. We've seen it consolidate for it, and now we're really just waiting like a month because once we see that increase, it was the beginning of June. And now it's the end of June. So we're waiting like a month. We could see that consolidation for another month if we wanted to. Dude, water stat. Have Gatorade. Zero sugar. Zero sugar. They say the COVID variant is supposed to mess up your voice. I don't know. My voice gets messed up all the time from every sickness. So if you see my channel lately, I've been getting sick a lot, uh, just because I don't know, it's the change of weather, dealing with children getting sick. First Harper got sick, and then I got sick from Harper, uh, and Hayden got sick, and I got sick from Hayden. Nice to see me, by the way. Thank you, thank you. It's nice to see everybody here. Uh, I appreciate you being here. Yeah, my voice gets messed up all the time. I think it's because um, with the kids, like I'm always giving them so many hugs. It's ridiculous. So no matter how sick they are, I'm still giving them hugs and kisses just because you never know what can happen. And I just want to show them that I love them. Just for the the channel, future member. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that a lot. I hope you feel better. I believe I will in the next couple of days. My nose is completely clogged. Once that uh, subsides, will be good. The voice is starting to get a little bit better, especially from yesterday. Yesterday, it was to a point to literally I could only whisper. A bunch of people were just like, oh, hey, or I love your child. What, like, how old is she? And I literally could only get out, she's one. It was like literally what I was doing on my video yesterday. That's all I could do. How much will you be up if AMC hits 100? Um, if AMC hits 100, I will be at the total will be 80,000 $80,000. So I'll be up uh 80,000 because I already took out 20, so 80,000. And then there's going to be a pullback from 100. I'm telling you, for me, I'm only going to have 10 to 100 shares at the peak point. That's it. I will not have any more than that. There may be to a point to where if I see it pull back and get to a reasonable amount, like say it pulls all the way back and then we see a ride up again, and yeah, you might see me get back in there with more shares, but I'm literally only going to have 10 to 100 shares at the top. That's how it goes for me because I don't want to be that person that starts the whole trade. And also, I don't want to miss out on any opportunity because if they do end up restricting selling at some points because there's too much volume at the peak, I only want to risk 10 shares or 100 shares at those peak points. What's up, brother? AMC going to be a nice day. Calling it from now. Hopefully. At your voice. I know. They could do this all over again when it hits 100. Yeah, I don't even think 100. 100 is not the peak point, but 100 is going to be that point to where I'm like, okay, this is a point. This is one of the points to where a lot of people are going to take out something. So if I can take out something, it goes back down to 40. Then I'm going to put that 100 shares right back in there. So, God, my nose is just completely stuffed. I missed you yesterday. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for for being here right now. I appreciate it. Let's see what's going on with current movement. We are close to that 0.9% mark. We're seeing that increase starting to flatten out a little bit though. You hope they get margin call at 100. I don't think they will. I mean, you probably have some, but it's not gonna be crazy. Did you see this breakout? I mean, it's not. It only went up 9% yesterday. I guess maybe it did break out middle of the day. The breakout in the morning was crazy, 51 to 58. You could have made a ton of money from that. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are down. I was hopeless to spend my last 2K on AMC shares. A few at 15. All options back in. What do I've done really well. I bought a sailboat to live on. Option tendies up 600, up to 600 shares. That's amazing. That's amazing. Great to hear. You think Nokia will ever? You think Nokia will ever are going to move? Yeah, it will. Once you see AMC and GME make a move, you're going to see Nokia make a move as well. There's a lot of people that are um, talking about Nokia that wanted to push. And if they do want it to push, that means they're involved into it. You know that it's still a shortage as well. So yeah, it's gonna make a move. Water voice back. Hit the honey. Yeah, I've had tons of honey in tea, and it didn't really work that well. But I will continue to do it. I had soup. Soup seems to work the best. So $70 cover calls. Cheaper for food and drink money. We'll sell it 100. So 50,000 stay hydrated at maybe 100,000. Let's get past 60. So I'll tell you what. Everybody should have their own profit targets. Wherever you plan on selling portions, I think that's the best bet. Never sell all of it, unless you literally need the money. Then do whatever you want. But I think you should always have your profit targets because we're seeing the ebbs and flows, and you can't fully predict it. So if it goes with you once, don't think that you can predict it and sell all of it because it will go against you. Don't do that. What do you think is the absolute ceiling for Doge? $5. No, sorry, the absolute ceiling. That's the realistic ceiling. The absolute ceiling is probably like 8 to 10. But that's dependent on people buying into it. If they continue to buy into it, we're going to see that skyrocket. A hot toddy, a warm whiskey, lemon, and honey. I mean, I would love it, but I don't have it. This is financial advice. Hold on. Yeah, if that's your plan. I mean, if that's your plan, then do that. Just be aware of what can happen. All of the negatives that could possibly happen. And if you're not aware of those, it's not saying you'll lose money, you'll just lose out on opportunity. Because at this point, there's a lot of people that can't lose money. I mean, we're at points to where it's like it's crazy gains. All right, guys, I'm gonna close this up to members only. I appreciate everybody for being here, but this is the point of being able to do this is just members only, and all the people that are members will be able to comment and talk back and forth. That's what it's all about. And I know many people are going to be up 10x if they don't get margin called. It will hold at 100. I don't think it will exactly hold at 100 unless it breaks well above 100. I don't think that's the case. I can never join member. Why? So all you have to do is go to the link in the description, the first link in the description, and you can sign up as a member. I need to blow my nose and it's not working. I can't see it holding at 100 for weeks. Like at 60. That's only if it gets above 100. If it gets to 100, you know that's going to be a very hard resistance point. Something special is going to happen midway through July, if not later. Did you see my message on 88E stock? Do you have an interest or thoughts? 88E. Not a thing. Why would you have numbers as am I saying something weird? What you will get? Little ones will get you every time. Yeah, it seems that way. There you go. There you go. Became a member. Missed you yesterday, man. Had to actually focus on work. Get better soon. Well, maybe that was a good thing. Maybe it was good. I thought that maybe you were trying to get me to say something. I was like, what are you trying to get me to say? Oh, okay. So the name of the company is 88 Energy. If I looked into it, I'm not really a person that dives into penny stocks too much, but it doesn't really have create a ton of movement. So currently in consolidation, do I have a thought or a preference on this? I don't really. Sorry, I'm not really a person that dives into penny stocks too much, unless you obviously have like some sort of breaking news with them, which I'm not looking into news that much, anyways. Oh my God, bless your heart. You sound so sick, and that sucks so bad. Yeah, it's not the best, but I'm okay. Sounded so sad when I said that. Now I'm here. Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Uh, you're working on it. Working on what? Getting better. Let me go back to. So how exactly will we know when the squeeze starts? Also, hope you feel better, man. Well, thank you. We'll know when the squeeze starts when we start seeing them borrow less shares. When we start to see some of these numbers, subside. When we look at the borrow change, we start seeing negative where they're returning a lot of shares. And that means that they're obviously covering a lot. We'll see short interest start to decline a lot more. We'll see the amount of shorted shares that are there start to decline as well. The short interest of free float, we'll see that decline. So we just have to be aware of these numbers, and we'll also see a rapid increase in the stock. You guys trust Adam Aaron? I do trust him to a point. We understand that he's for the business. That's what it's all for. I mean, he's a business owner. You have to make sure the business comes first. Um, and if both can win, if we can win and he can win, or the business can win, then that's good. But we're not going to get everything that we want if they're worried about the long term success of the company, which I do want the company to have long term success, but I also want to be able to gain a lot out of it. They didn't even vote at the end of the day. AMC company has leveled up during the pandemic. Adam Aaron is greedy, and his agenda I don't like. Yeah, I mean everybody has their opinion. The only thing I look at is I look at it from a business owner perspective. If I own a business, what do I plan on doing with the business? Well, one, I want to help out the people that are helping me, but I also want to make sure the company has longevity. He, uh, he's been around and knows billionaires, of course. He's going to make sure that. Uh, I mean, you could think that way, but I don't really know. Most people, most people don't care about what other billionaires are going to get. Um, like for a lot of people here, I can tell you, I have a small circle of friends. I have a small circle of family that I can truly trust, um, and it's just uh, they're not gonna sit here and say, okay, I know a bunch of billionaires, so I'm gonna make sure they get their cut. No, he could care less about those billionaires. He could care less about those millionaires. The thing he cares about is his company and the probably the executives more in the company than any executives outside the company. I don't understand why Adam Aaron would dilute at these low prices. If I were him, I'd wait to dilute at 100 plus. The problem is that when you dilute at higher prices, you bring the price down a lot. So just imagine if you said, "Oh, I don't understand why he's not diluting at $1,000 or $2,000." If he does that, that means that you're taking you're going to take a larger hit because you're basically offering more shares to people that aren't going to buy at those higher prices. Less people are going to buy at higher prices because the prices just get ridiculous. So the reason why you wouldn't offer at those higher prices because of that. So what's the best for this situation is to find a happy medium. You sell some shares at these prices where they currently are, actually, I think it was like $9 or something the last time, but you sell the shares at the current prices, even though he's not going to do that because the shares won't go through until 2022. So whatever the prices are, then that's when it will happen. But either way, you don't want to sell more shares, millions of shares at those high prices. You're going to bring the price down dramatically. Yeah, they could easily clear all their debt with the higher prices, but who's to say that they will even people will buy up those shares? Anyways, I voted no. I don't even think I voted, but cool. That's why I've been saying that at the peak points, it's better to have more people with less shares than less people with more shares. Cover that, no buyers. So at the peak points, less people are going to be buying. So say if the price gets to when the price gets to $500, right? Will you be willing to pay $500 for that stock? Will you buy 1,000 shares at that price point, or can you? Probably not. So you're going to see more and more retail traders and people that are holding it uh, get to a point to where they're not going to buy it. However, the only people that are going to buy it or have to buy it is going to be the hedge funds. And if you offer 25 million shares right from the bat, they can easily basically eat that up, and you'll see that the price increase rapidly, but also decrease very fast. So it's very tough for you to look at something and say, hey, are retail traders going to buy it at these prices? Hedge funds will buy it at these prices, but as you have more and more shares available, that gives you room to basically pay the current prices rather than increase the prices because you don't have many available. Does that make sense? I can break it down in a video if that's what you want me to do. But obviously, when my voice is actually healed, you gotta see what you want to see because you're mad you weren't millionaires 2 days into investing. Barrett has a position in AMC after the apes exit. Yes, 100%. So there's a lot that goes into it, and it's not just like uh you know point A to point B. It's not just very clear. It's not the clearest path in the world. It's you look at it and um you see a bunch of different paths that you could take, but what is the true path? He's probably telling you the truth. Maybe he's not, maybe he is. You never really know. But all I see is from a business perspective, I understand where he is coming from, but you can vote however the hell you wanted to. I don't really care. I'll vote all day. Yes, all day after the squeeze. I don't want them selling at 50 and raising uh, $1 to $2 billion. I want them selling higher to clear their debt. Yeah, but I think that this is going to give them that opportunity to sell on the way down. I think it's going to give them. I think it's going to give them that opportunity to basically catch it after the squeeze. So we're voting, you would vote yes in order to have 25 million shares to happen in 2022. But I think the squeeze will happen before then. Just hopped on to say hi and drop a like. Well, thank you. What is the true path? Damn, this got deep. How you feeling? Okay today? Your voice, allergies. I hope you feel better. No, it's a little bit of both. I think allergies are kicking in because I didn't take my allergy medication yesterday, so 24 hours after that just didn't really work out. I took it last night, so things are not really falling in line. However, the voice situation is all because of my 1-year-old who had a fever for like 4 days straight and passed it on to me. Not a fever. I don't have a fever. I'm not hot at all or anything. It's just my voice. Now, I had no type of sickness problems. Just all of a sudden, voice was just gone. Can the hedgie stall the squeeze until 2022? They can stall it. We don't really know how much money they truly have. We know that they're losing billions of dollars, right? But they could stall the squeeze. Yes, they could. And that will suck if they did that because that's a long way out, which means that we're talking about, you know, AMC squeezing for quite some time and they're losing billions of dollars in the meantime. Good morning, Matt and family. Good morning, Brian. The squeeze is in place, but this is just the beginning stages of it. This is merely the first portion for the first portion. Tongue twister, I guess. Uh, this is the first portion of it to where it's all FOMO buying retail traders that are driving the price up. When we get to a point to where retail traders are not looking to pay as much for that stock at those current prices, like $400, $500, then you'll start to see that push in. You'll start to see the shorts cover, and that's where you'll start to see an increase, a rapid amount. So, as you're watching this vote, and we'll string it out by selling assets to stay in the game. That may be true. That may be true, but I know as it does continue to increase, as they continue to naked short, they continue to lose a lot of money. And as this continues to go up, they continue to cover some of their shorts in order to reshort at lower interest rates so that it doesn't squeeze or that so that they don't get squeezed out of the position. But eventually, it's all going to fall because I feel like they're not going to be able to hold it and they can sell assets all they want. But if they're losing billions of dollars, I mean, there's only so much they can take. I got an AMC at 56, 66. Oh, that's the bottom. It will be a low point when we start to break. So that's good. Anyone think the SEC will actually do anything? They themselves too crazy. This is called all the bills in the past. I don't think the SEC will actually do anything. I 2 years. What about 2 years? The bottom has been 51 to 52. Don't panic if it hits 50. Yeah. Yeah, the SEC won't do anything. I feel like no matter what laws and regulations they put in place, it's just not going to do anything. We understand that hedge funds have politicians and the government in their back pocket because they have money. 2 years for the end. End of what? I'm also an MRIN. I would have gotten out of MRIN yesterday. So can they use the additional shares in 2022 to their advantage if they're still stalling? I think they can, but by that point we'll understand what the magnitude of it is. They can to where it won't squeeze as high. It will still squeeze. It's just giving them the opportunity to have the shares available to buy up at certain prices. With less shares available, it basically creates like a supply and demand, more of like a uh, there's less supply and there's so much demand for that stock because they need to cover their shares. They need to cover their shorts. And if they need to cover their shorts, then they need shares to cover them. So they pay higher and higher prices for those shares in order to get people, sold off. Especially if they're doing these stop hunts and all this other stuff. That's what it ends up getting to. But if they had 25 million shares available, that's where it ends up being tricky. They start to pay what the current price is. Not saying it's going to decrease a hell of a lot, but they start paying what the current price is, which is maybe, let's say, $400, $500. Then you start to see a lot of those shorts die off, and that's where you notice that, okay, the squeeze is not going to be as high. But the company, Adam Aaron, will make a ton out of it, which will be really good because the business will have its long life. However, it won't be great for us because we're expecting, $2,000, $3,000, $10,000. It's not going to get to those points if they sell the 25 million shares before the squeeze actually happens or during the actual coverage of those squeezes. So like only when the hedge funds are covering. If it's before the hedge funds are covering, like say right now where we're still dealing with FOMO buying, no, it's not going to matter. But when they start covering, yes, it will matter. Wonder, Matt, your voice is making its comeback. No, it's working. I'm working on it. My sinuses, though, my nose is just not making a comeback. It's actually getting worse. Yesterday was pretty good, even though my voice wasn't working. My nose was okay. I've been showing Ortex this whole entire time. No one said that. No one said anything. AMC is now down to it's up 0.4%, but it was down from where it was. So let's see the movement. So it has crossed the 200 EMA yet again. This just doesn't look great. The volume is at 59K for just Webull alone. I'm making 35, or I'm keeping 35 shares of MRIN in public platform and a few in Robinhood, but my public average is $3.31. So why sell? It's super low price. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. If you're good with that, then that's cool. But I know I would have taken some of the profits and put it into some other places because there's always other opportunities as you start to get to different numbers. There's always other opportunities. It's great to keep a high amount of shares, like say for something like AMC where it has that crazy potential. Then that's great. But there's a lot of other opportunities out there as well. So Either way, if your price is at $3, that's good. That's really good. Volume is 135K on E-Trade. Okay, so that includes everything. It's your bag holding, Clove, Wish, etc. Instead of sticking with the apes. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, yeah, I think that does create like bag holders, but I don't think going to other positions is a bad thing. You keep your positions in AMC. If you're selling your positions for other positions, if you're selling your AMC positions for other investments, I think that's dumb. Unless you have some sort of profit target that you're hitting. But right now, you're not hitting any profit target because you're at lows. Will volume pick up today, or are too many people just on vacation? I think volume tends to pick up in the morning. I don't know if we'll break over 100. I said the day previous, I think it was Monday. I said that we would finish below 100K, and I think it was like 98K. Yesterday, I think it was like 60. So we're seeing a little bit of a drop in volume, which we understand why it's consolidating. We're not going to sit here and buy why it's consolidating. Smart people will buy while it's consolidating, but you'll see more people buy on up days than anything. Do you think we will have 120 to 130 million volume day? It depends. I would say no, based on what we're looking at, but it really depends. We could have volume out of nowhere. We could have an increase out of nowhere, which creates more people to come in and buy. Did have Aaron remove the request for the 21 million shares again? I keep reading that on stock tweets. I haven't seen anything on that. I haven't seen anything on that. All right, so we got about 3 hours until the market opens. So 3 hours? We got 3.5 hours for the stream, 3 hours until the market opens, though. What's on XELA? I did talk about that earlier. And people were asking me if it was going to get over $4. Now, based on the movement here, we are seeing a bounce off the 200 EMA, which is indication of an uptrend. So hopefully we can break past this point and we can get above that $3.80 mark to increase there. But just watch out. You never really know. I mean, it was up 59% yesterday, up 58% in the after hours and pre-market. Just watch out for any type of pullback with that much of an increase. It tends to, you know, you tend to look at it and say, okay, this is grounds for a pullback. So it's tough to look at it and not see some sort of retracement. That would be very bullish if he comes out and removes 25 million shares proposal. Yes, it would. Wait, you're saying it's your birthday today, Bruce? If you are saying that, happy birthday. Look at the Pi crypto I'm mining. It's free. Waste of time. I want to get listed soon. Seems like everything in crypto is down right now. I don't see anything on it. Circulating volume is 826 million. That's not bad. Only has 389 $1,000 worth of volume. Doesn't look bad. I mean, when you look at the amount of supply, that's not a crazy amount of supply. The total max supply, 1, 2, 3, so 2.1 billion. The total supply right now, yes, is 1.5 billion, but the circulating supply is around 826 billion or million. Sorry. We have seen it at 2 cents in the past, and currently sitting. It has had a couple of times where it's rose quite a bit. Where it's at now, that's not a bad position. Where can you buy it at? I'll send you some info. Yeah, send me some info on how you bought it, or I guess you're mining it. I don't even want to take the time to mine it. I just want to buy it. Because I always see potential in things like that, and just spending $70 for it to grow to rapid amounts is definitely good. I have a couple of risky plays. I have more safe plays, and then I'll go with a couple of risky plays with low volume or a high volume, low prices. So if I'm spending $70 to get, I don't know, 20,000, I'm all for it. Buy currency is old. I just want to be able to buy it. If that's a possibility, then I'm all for it. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys being here, even though my voice is like really messed up. Uh, so losing money publishing all the fun. Yeah, that too. They're allowing mining of it. Pull down the average. You sound bad. Sorry. It's not really the best situation, but you know, I'm living with it. Realistic, you say, not how you say it. Oh, that means a lot to me. Or lack of saying it. Yeah, we got 433 people in here. Guys, hit the like button. It does help out the channel a ton. I'm sure my voice will be way better tomorrow. I'm sure it will. Everything will be hopefully back to normal. Oh, in the past, I guess June 4th, it got to 20 cents. I was thinking it got to, oh, wow. So right now it's sitting at a really good spot. A really good spot. This may be the lows of the lows. I don't know, but it's sitting in a really, really good spot. Where are you holding your pie? Uh, you know, crypto. You have to download the app. How much are you mining per day? Mm. All right, so let's check out GME as well. Let's see what's going on with GME. I can't even say GME. EA Sports. It's going out. My voice is going out here. Currently at 210. You sound sleepy. I'm not sleepy. Maybe my voice sounds that. I downloaded 2 days. Uh, and I have 12 coins now. It's like 0.15. See, that's why I just wanna buy it. If I can find a way to just buy it, which there's ways if you go on market cap, coin market cap, you can find ways to just buy it. However, I don't know what the fees are for a lot of these platforms. And I don't just want to have 7 million platforms for cryptocurrency. Majority of volume is traded on gate.io. Okay. Next. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, I'll work through that. I'll work through that then. That'll be good. I just don't want to have 7,000 different accounts when it comes to cryptocurrency. Okay. Invest in Shiba. I have Shiba. I have Doge. Good morning. GME looks pretty volatile. Yeah, it doesn't look the best. Um, Actually, close to barcoding. The volume is really low at 2.76K. Good morning and happy birthday. All right, we got 408 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. Uh, let's see. All right, let's see if there's anybody over on Twitch. There's 3 people watching on Twitch. Thank you for watching over there. I appreciate it. Hit the like, Matt. I'm glad you speak facts. I'm sick of all these guys at AMC, $100 or 100K. I don't want you to spread FUD, but guys, 100K will not happen. First of all, people paper hand when we dip. Yeah, that's true. People do paper hand when we dip. I always like to be as realistic as possible. I understand that even though 100K and 500K can be an option, but everything has to be absolutely perfect for that to happen. And I don't like to spread FUD. I know people may take some of the videos that I create as spreading FUD. I tried to dial down the titles, bring in people, I guess, and they basically just automatically type without watching the video. I understand that, but yeah, I like to just talk about the fact that we know what people can do. We know how the human brain functions. If you're thinking about a certain thing, they're probably thinking about that as well. If you're saying, "Oh, I'm holding till 100K," just imagine how you would feel if your account, if you feel like you've seen it go back and forth multiple times. It's gone from $15 down to $5, or $7 or something. It went from $17 down to $4. It went from $70, $70+ down to $39. Like, you see the movement there. What are you gonna think when you get to a point to where your account is worth $3.5 million? What are you gonna do? You think you're gonna hold on to all of that? Most likely, you're going to either one, sell all of it, or two, hold on to it and be overly greedy to where you end up losing a lot of those gains on the way down. So you have those two options. Then you can get into my option to where you basically gain that money over time. And if we get to a point to where it's 100K, you're gaining a hell of a lot of money out of it, right? But you also have that opportunity to where you maybe sell 20 shares here, 20 shares there, whatever. I feel like that's the realistic way to do it, rather than leaving it all up to risk of, the brokerage accounts functioning perfectly, hedge funds covering everything, other people not selling, whales not selling. There's a lot of variables there to where you're looking at it and saying, I can get a lot of money out of this. But there's a lot of variables there. And if it does play out that way for some people, then that's great. But it's not going to play out that way for everybody. Target price I see is 1K to 2K before we drop to the bottom. I don't know about that. It depends what happens, the variables, really. Or you sound great when you're on vacation. No, the problem is, yeah, I don't think it's the pets, but this is not because of the pets. It's because of my daughter. If you didn't know, my daughter was sick for quite some time, and this just shows that I love them way too much. That sun on my face. This just shows that I love them way too much, and I continue to hug and kiss them all the time because I just love them. And I got sick because of it. But the voice is coming back. I've never believed in 100K. It got to be realistic expectation. I'm shooting for is 150 to 200. I think that's not even close to where the peak point is. But whatever your price point is, then do whatever you feel. Yeah, I was gonna say my realistic perspective is always 1K to 2K. If it goes above that, then great. But 1K to 2K would be amazing. Because if I'm holding 100 shares as it does get to, if it somehow gets to 10K, if I'm holding 100 shares when it gets to 10K, I'm making a lot of money there. Right, you just add 2 zeros to the end of that. And what does that equal? That's $1 million if I'm holding 100 shares at $10,000. $1K is not insane. The thing about a stock going to 1K, you can look at Tesla, you can look at Amazon, you can look at all of these different companies that can easily get to $1,000. And I would love for this to get to, if it got to 10K or 5K, and I'm holding 200 shares at 5K, that's $1 million there, and I'm happy with that. Hell, I'm happy with gaining, $300 or $500,000. I'm okay with that. holding a few shares after 200, but I'm cashing out 75% when it hits that mark. Well, that's good. I think a lot of these points will be points to where people will sell, and you'll see opportunities to maybe buy back in and make some moves there. But yeah, there's a lot of people that if they sell at $200, they actually make a crazy amount of money. Or they sell at $100, they make a crazy amount of money, which is cool. If you're comfortable with that, then you're comfortable with that. That means that you have a crazy amount of shares or a lot of shares that will give you a lot out of it. However, there's not a lot of people that are like that. And as we go to the top, you're going to see that it's better if more people have less shares. I have 63 shares. I need at least 25,000 to trade daily. Yes. I would say you want to hold probably around 30,000 because there may be some days to where you lose money, maybe some days where you gain money. You need to find out the best structure of you pulling out maybe some of those gains every day. If I could sell at 200K or more, I will pay off my house. Uh, Pay off my house and my life will be changed forever. I would agree with you. I mean, that's life changing money. I mean, just imagine, if you get to 200K and you sell, 10 shares, it's ridiculous. Just understand that there are taxes. There are tax implications that you have to worry about. Um, see, I gotta look at my assets. I gotta try and find a way to transfer deposit money. Later, no, I want to deposit Ethereum. Uh, we'll have to figure this out. Let's see. Copy this code. Coinbase. My Ethereum. I'm gonna send. They said $150. Let me just see. What is it? 0.005. Let's No. 100. Give me 20,000 coins. Turn $150 into $4,000. It's not bad. That's not amazing, but that's not bad. All right, so I'm gonna go full dividend to make my future clear. Like Amazon or Tesla. Are you getting enough rest? Yes, I'm getting enough rest. I'm not greedy. If I make the kind of money, I'll be happy to pay 30% or whatever. It's more like 50% total, all taxes together, probably closer to that. Where are we at currently? It looks like AMC is still hovering around that 0.5%. So 0.5% of a gain this morning. Tell you what, views are down. Maybe it's because of my voice, or it's just me. Or there's more people streaming. Yeah, it looks like it. There's more and more people streaming. Let me see something. Are you eating your veggies? Yes, I'm eating my veggies. What in the world? Eating all my vegetables. We're seeing GME jump up. That's now above, the break-even point, or sorry, at point. All right. Let's see what's going on. 100K in between. Do you think will pop up today or by next week? We're looking like we're seeing a positive trend now from that 5 o'clock moment to where I started. We're seeing that positive trend now. It is starting to pull back a little bit. The problem is that we're seeing this bounce off multiple times to 200 EMA, which is a good and bad thing. We're not seeing the strength really above that, but we are seeing that bounce point to where it's not looking to push past the 200 EMA. 60, it looks like they're looking to keep us below 60. We want to see it at 65 and hold 65. I sold my MRIN at 17. Only had 5 shares. Made about 60 profit. That's still good. You made some profit. That's great. As long as it didn't all go away, because I don't know where MRIN is right now. $14.35. So it is increasing as of late. That's good. That's good to see that massive jump. It is starting to fall though. It's starting to retrace a little bit after being overbought. Ooh. Profit is our friend. Yes, it is. It is. Profit is definitely our friend. Let me look at the chart here. Uh, 2018. Google says normally as low as myself. How long can I keep this up? I'm losing millions in fees a day. They're losing, millions, and they're losing billions in some days. Now I got no money invested, and I'm thinking I should put all on AMC. But I did that for weeks. Boil some water with chopped vinegar, put it in a bowl, breathe it in, the towel over your head, you're right up. Eat garlic, ginger, it works. Sweet healed. Thank you. So is SOS a good stock or hold for a while, or buy now and dump it at $5 or $6? I'm thinking that it could be pretty big. It could really pop with what AMC and GME are doing. I know it's not like crazily like heavily shorted, but let's look at SOS. SOS is like tough to handle because it has had that large jump in January, literally after the squeeze or the initial jump of GME and AMC happened, up to $15.88. Can we see that again? I'm definitely thinking we can see a large push up to higher and higher levels. Now, currently, I'm holding 2,000 shares. If it gets up to $15, that's a pretty decent gain, right? But where it currently stands, I'm thinking about actually buying more here, but I'm not sure. Where it currently stands, I believe we can see a swing trade. So a swing trade up to about $6 or so. I'm thinking that's where I'm looking to sell. However, there could be a lot of pressure to jump above that. So I'm also thinking about only selling a portion because $6 would gain me just over $4,000, which is cool. But higher and higher numbers would gain me a lot more. You think we will get a good sale today on AMC or just everything? It looks like everything else we will get a good sale. I'm not sure about AMC. We might see that increase right from the start again and then pull back. That seems to be, they seem to follow trends, and when they do stay with those trends, they do it for maybe that whole entire week. They stay with that trend besides like one day. So today might be the day where it goes against it. But it might not as well. More likes that gets high. AMC goes proven fact. Put a stop to buy in AMC. Will they put a stop to buy-ins on AMC? Like, will they eliminate the buy button? If the volume gets too high, I wouldn't say that they won't do it. I also won't say that they will do it. There's a possibility that different platforms can do that as well. But I know for a fact with the amount of sell volume that's going to come out, there's going to be some sort of issue with that. I don't know what the issue will be, but there will be some sort of issue. The platform will not be, you won't be able to access it, and they'll blame it on internet providers or whatever. Word about you sound like death. That is all. Yeah, I guess you're right. Uh, you're sounding worse than earlier, bud. Really? I mean, yeah, I guess I am sounding a little bit worse. I feel a little bit better. My nose is getting less clogged. If you're sick, rest up. This is how I rest up. I don't ever rest. Like, parents don't take days off. Like, I don't take days off. It's just how that works. Yesterday was an exception, and even to a point to where I still uploaded a video, and I was still working my normal 9 to 5. Like, it's not like I actually took a day off. I am a little bit tired now. You sound way better in my opinion. That's good to know. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. You sound so different. I know. You should have seen on Monday when I went upstairs and said like a couple of words to my wife. She was like, "The hell is going on? Who the hell took over your soul?" Bless you, brother. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Give yourself a week off sometimes, brother. You need use that PTO. No, I don't. I don't use it. While you're resting, there's other people working harder than you are. There's other people that are working through more difficult things. Am I spreading fun on Matt's health now? No, I think you're good. So yeah, you can see. I mean, the views are down. Um, Obviously, with time off, uh, people forget about you. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, the people that are subscribers, they're okay. But if you go and watch somebody else, you won't see my videos as recommended or get notifications for them or anything. What I wanted to say, I think people on vacation was having internet problems. Did I miss anything big? Not really. Not really too many big things. We're still consolidating between that like $50 and $60 range. That's where they want us. 50 and 60. And right now I think we have about Miss That's B Day. No, not even close. You will see me forever. Long time subscriber. Well, thank you. Have you ever felt so overparent? No? What? I will continue to be here too. That means a lot, Lori. Thank you for saying that. Um, Everyone going on vacation while Australia locking back down. I respect Mac Wars, but I can't stand his streams for long. So many needy people in the chat. I mean, sometimes that's how it goes. People start panicking over a $2 drop. This is horrible, Matt. Matt is sick on his birthday. Happy birthday, bro. That's not even the case. I mean, have you ever felt like you had so many parents at the same time? I still don't know what you're talking about. You clarified, and I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. I'm off to bed. I'll keep AMC safe while I sleep. Good night. Uh, two. Wait. 4:24 a.m. in Southern Cali. Well, it's 7:25 here. I was up at 3 o'clock. I was actually up quite a bit. People have shorter attention spans. You're right. If you miss a couple days, then you can move on to someone and forget your stream until it eventually pops up again. Yeah, I mean, or until they forget and they're like, oh, you know what? I haven't seen this guy stream in a while. Luckily, I stream when times when a lot of these people aren't really streaming, so you don't really have that moment where you're like, that aha moment. You don't really need to have it. You can have my stream pop up early in the morning. Your face doesn't look as swollen anymore. My face didn't look swollen. I don't think it was. Well, pretty sure what it's yesterday passed out in the bathroom floor, tough room, went to work on the wrong night. That's funny. You were East Coast? Yeah, I'm East Coast. After this, you should get a mega air filter. I know this isn't allergies, but in order to keep Carl, yeah, agree on Matt Course thing. He used to listen to his streams every day. 50K plus daily listeners is a curse. You get stuck explaining the same thing 5 times, or the same 5 things that people ask in the super chats on repeat. My life is a hot mess. I can't have a good morning until I hear Matt's sniffles. Here we go. Got one. AMC over $75. I would love that. Eat honey. Let's see. So AMC is now currently at 0.85%, 0.87%. Seeing a little bit of an increase here. Still, the volume is not high. The volume is at 84K in Webull alone. I would imagine it's probably somewhere around 200, 300K in Fidelity and other platforms. AMC needs to rip over 60. I want to see what's on that magical side. Yeah, so do I. Looks like GME is currently at $10, or sorry, $10. That would be crazy. $210.34. If it was at $10, I would buy that thing up like crazy right now. My AMC prediction today: consolidation. Understood. You have to pay 50% capital gains regardless of state. No, capital gains. No, you don't. Its capital gains tax, I believe, is somewhere south of 40%. But then you're gonna also have state that comes into play, local, all that stuff that you have to pay when it comes to taxes. But I always take out 50%. If you live in, I think, California, you might have to pay even more than that. I believe so. Someone from California, correct me if I'm wrong. No state tax in Florida. I guess that makes sense. Yes, you're right. All right, so we have 466 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. Also, hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below in the description. Live in Texas. Yeah, so you'll still have to pay um, taxes. I don't know your exact rates, but yeah, I kind of need to use the bathroom. Let me see. Yeah, so how many people are watching? Godspeed, healing prayers for you. This prayer was laid in my heart after we lost our son, and using it daily along with asking protection around our entire family is healing us over 5 years. You, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the kind words. Um, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Losing your son. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for the kind words. 50% and shed cost of $500,000. Texas is cheap, but the pay is also low. That's usually how it goes. What happened with merch? So I have merch right now, the Profit Hands merch, but it doesn't seem to be like functioning the right way. I was supposed to go out and look for other like designs on what I wanted to do, but right now we still just have the Profit Hands line. I wanted to add more to it, but I also want to find the right company because I don't think the company that YouTube deals with is good. I really don't. I like the quality of the shirts. Like the shirt that I got was amazing quality. I still haven't received my hoodie yet, and it's been about 2 months. So that's not good, and I can't have that for any subscribers. I know there are a couple of people that have shirts, and they're happy with those shirts, the quality of it. So I'm profit ends equals cash in pockets. It's not a bad quote. Not bad. YouTube company probably deals with thousands of YouTubers. Yeah, but still, you would think they would be able to work with the demand. It's probably more like you know, tens or hundreds of thousands of YouTubers, maybe even a million. But I think I have to go through another company because there are other companies that also deal with a lot. Teachers make 50 to 60K in Houston, Texas, same as Los Angeles. How many do you need? I don't know what you're talking about or what you're asking. I'm a teacher in VA. Talking about children too much. All right, so we're approaching that 1% mark for AMC. That's good. And GME, we're now down to we're down 0.26%. You're welcome. Our son was also a Matthew. He preferred Matt though. He was 24. Well, yeah, I'm sorry for your loss. It's horrible to have to go through. I couldn't imagine, losing my child at at 1, 2, 3, or 4 years old, let alone 24. You go through your whole entire life. I mean, that must be tough, or must have been tough. Not a question, just responding. 20 years, uh, 3 degrees, and make less than 60K. that's, I mean, that's. Um, are you're a teacher? New logo, sniffles. It really depends on where you work. What's the main reason for hedge funds to cover their shares? Not to lose money. If they cover their shorts, the main reason why they need to cover their shorts is not to lose more and more money. If they don't cover them, they're losing money by the form of interest and also by the form of um, uh, the growth of the stock. So it's an unrealized loss, and they technically haven't lost anything until they cover it. But they get to a point to where they lost too much for what they have, then they get margin called. If the price goes too high, then they end up getting margin called at a massive scale. But that's why they really don't want the price to go too high too fast, because then it gets to that point. They get margin called, they physically have to cover. How's your daughter? She's doing fine now. She's great. She's eating her food, drinking her milk, all that stuff. But I'm the one, catching a lot of the pain from it. I was taking care of her all weekend. That's mainly the reason why I'm the one that always gets hit with this. But I'm always the one that goes through difficult stuff. It's okay. I deal with it. It's life. I've gone through difficult things my whole entire life, and you know what? I just, um, take it on and just say, okay, something positive is going to come out of this, and if it doesn't, then something's positive is going to come out of that negative thing that just happened. You know. Something you're scared of a Motley Fool, it hits pieces and get their money back. Yeah. Is there any way of knowing or working out when a margin call could be made, based on the amount of money that they have and the amount of money that they're losing? If they're losing $1 billion a day, if they're $300 billion hedge fund or whatever it actually is, I don't really know the full amount. But we know the extent that they can lose based on the amount of shorts that they're holding. But that's math that we would have to build up by ourselves, which can be like fact checked and everything, and that would be fun. I strongly believe if YouTubers chill with AMC videos setting goals, these would cover sooner because I think we're bored because they see these videos and they're already think retail is dumb. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It won't right away cover. They'll start to aggressively short it, thinking that we're giving up on the situation, which they can't really do much more. I mean, they've been doing a lot of illegal stuff. They can do as they have unlimited shorts that they can put in place. That attitude, yes. They have the Fed behind them, pretty much. Um, you can say they don't, as they're coming up with these rules that make it look like they're fighting the fight with us. No, they're not. I don't believe a damn word they're saying. What is your view on AMC being put on a 5-day failure to deliver list? I mean, I think that's good. I think that's good, but let's just see how that does affect it, because I don't know. I don't know if it truly will. High school, and I shadowed in Texas, making over 70K with 10 years experience and doctorates. See, before I had my master's, I was making um over 70K, and that's with only maybe like 5 years experience in the field. I think teachers. I physically think people that are teachers, as long as we're not, living by the old ways when it comes to the system. Hopefully, we implement something brand new and actually have a form of teaching and not just following a bullshit curriculum that doesn't really benefit you. Post graduation. Yes, you get all the basics, but you get the basics down in, like, it seems like it's just repetitive. You get the basics down multiple times, and it's more or less preparing you to have a job than own a business. when owning businesses will probably help out the economy a lot more. You do need workers, but not everybody's going to be a business owner. Not everybody has that mindset. We understand that. We don't need to set everybody up for the fact that they shouldn't have that mindset. My only worry is that the government getting involved this side with the hedgies for cut of the money, and they would have lost us. Yeah, I worry about government getting involved and finding some sort of bailout for them, whether it's with uh, the platforms or whatever. And yeah, I definitely worry about that. Both my parents were teachers, and they taught me nothing. Well, my parents pretty much didn't. I'm not gonna say they didn't do anything because it got me to this point. I'm alive, but I could say it wasn't really the best life. I'll tell you that. But my story is not really like, um, it's not really unique. I guess it does have a unique factor to it, but it's not really unique. You see a lot of these type of stories. I could continue to think, that AMC hedges would do business away from the day market hours, and that scares me because your volume can dump. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can trade in there. We just don't have full liquidity. My brother-in-law got hired at a local grocery store around 16. Been working there for the last 2 decades. As a dairy manager, very successful and hard worker. Everyone's path is different. Yes, yes. If it wasn't for YouTube, I would not have learned as much as I have. That's great to hear. That means that we're actually teaching you something. There's new things that you're learning. Just don't overcomplicate the situation and think that you can make it you can make money as easy as possible without doing the research, without learning every day, without practicing and all that stuff. You have to learn. If you're looking to become a day trader after this, um, make sure that you really understand how to make money and the possibility of losing money, how to limit your risk, all of that stuff. Because even I don't look into that as my only profession because it can always go against you. Anybody can make money in a bull market. It's very tough to make money in a bear market. Can you dance like Carlton? Yes, I can. Not unusual to be loved by anyone. My voice is horrible right now. It's not unusual to. That's horrible. Can't do it. Did you see where J.P. Morgan found 2.5 million for running an unregistered broker dealer? What a joke. Yeah, always looking to do illegal stuff. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Um, I will keep AMC up, and I'll make sure to remember where everything is. Best. All right. part of my resume that I doing continued education at the University of YouTube, and now I'm operations manager. It's funny. I found a research called teacher. All right, so we got 457 people in here. Guys, hit the like button if you can. It does help out the channel a lot. Yeah. Good. And I work hard, manual labor for 40K. Stop complaining. Gee. I have a 0 credit rating. You definitely need to check out my credit score videos that I made in the past. Is that chocolate cupcake? No, it's a plum that look like a chocolate cupcake. We have a chocolate cupcake in the morning. Oh man. Stop talking. That's funny. Are you behind on the stream? You might be behind on the stream. Because I've been back for a little bit. But then again, you're probably not going to hear this for a while. If you are behind on the stream. Seems like my voice gives out every like couple of words. But it's cool. I'm going to play an ad here. I haven't played one in a while. Cash is king. Yes, 100%. Guys, if you want to, we have 400 people in here. If you guys can follow my let me stop that. Follow my reaction channel. I'll be doing more reaction videos on there of everything, really. You guys want to see reactions to anything, let me know. But I will put my reaction channel in the description. Not description. I'll put it in the chat. Currently, AMC is at 0.76%. Volume for just Webull alone is around 91,000. Not bad, not the best. GameStop has volume around 3.3, almost 3.4 thousand. I watch your reaction channel. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for upgrading your membership, the Gamer Bun. Did you ever watch the interview with Matt Kors did the Dark Pools? Would love to hear your reaction to that. I didn't. I was going to take I was going to watch that and then couldn't end up making that move. I also was going to react to Trey's last interview on Fox, I believe, and I didn't react to that because you know the kids over the weekend got a little hectic, couldn't do it. But yeah, did you see the 005 was published on the Fed reg today? I think this is good news. What is the what is the 005? I don't think anything that comes from the Fed is good news. You could say it's great news, but I don't think it's good news until we start seeing some action on things being enforced. There can't be borrowed more than once. Some securities won't be able to use as collateral. And what does that mean? That shares can't be borrowed more than once? You can't have their short positions anymore. Yeah. Let's see how that takes place. Let's see if that actually happens. I don't think anything's gonna happen. We love watching reactions to people listening to music from long ago. You mean old school music? I love old school music. I'm a Mexican family, and I believe that I was told uh, some tequila and honey soothes the throat. That's funny because in uh, when I was in DR, they were telling me that rum does everything. It does the trick for anything. Like it heals, it heals diseases. It decongests you. Like they add rum and everything. It was so funny because we were driving to like destinations and they were doing rum and coke, but it was like a full glass of rum with like a cap full of coke. It was the funniest thing in the world. It was just like that's not rum and coke. That's just like a taste of coke. That's what they should call it. Just a taste of coke. Which doesn't sound like the best thing possible. Let's talk about Vizio. What's Vizio doing? It was up 5% yesterday. Not bad. Did decrease quite a bit. Up, yeah, did decrease quite a bit. But got up to about $27.82. Not bad. Uh, It's the teaspoon of sugar to help the medicine go down. That's funny. I've been lower middle class my whole life. I just started getting a little bit of extra cash in my pocket. At 44, I ain't selling for some penny amount. But yeah, I mean, again, once you start to get to these points to where you start investing, you notice that a lot more instead of going towards, bills and stuff, it goes towards investing. And as long as you're comfortably investing, you're good. I'm a little upset at myself because it looks like pies increased by 0.002 cents already. but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it and send Ethereum over there. Uh, Send 150, 200. I can always buy more Ethereum over here. It's not a problem. Uh, like you don't need a no, you don't need a memo or anything. Uh, SMS notification here. Let's get this sent. There we go. All right. I know how to check my accounts here. Hopefully that comes in, and we'll see how that plays out. Where are you buying pie? I'm um I'm going on gate.io. It looks like that's the volume. So if I go here and I look at the position here, it's now up to 0.007 cents. It just increased a decent amount. And has the potential to go up a lot higher. It only has about 2 billion of a max supply, which is, if you compare that to something like ADA, I understand it doesn't have, I don't know the usability of it, but if you compare that to something like ADA, which has, I think tens of billions, it might be like 30 billion or 40 billion or something. 31 billion, I think that's the number. And it's already at $2. If this can get to $2, that would be big. If this can get to $10, that would be even larger. So, and that's basically what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some money into that. We'll go from there. Calling me. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see if we can refresh or text. There's nothing to really talk about there. Let's go back to GME here. Looks like GME is currently flat. We've seen a lot of movement. 801 was a big move. We did see a big move for 801 over in AMC. The volume is now up to 145K. So that's pretty big. Indeed, you have an Xbox. Are you talking about the same pie that you mine with your smartphone? I would hope so. I would hope so. It looks like it. I mean, I would imagine there wouldn't be two with the same I would call it a ticker symbol, but let's just call it a symbol. There we go. Looks like I received the Ethereum. And then what I'm going to look for is Pi. You know what? I have to look for Ethereum. I have to change Ethereum to USDT. I think it's USDT. Let me see. Market. It's USDT to Pi. Or I can do BTC to Pi. I'm going to do USDT. So I'm going to change my Ethereum to USDT. All right. So then what I need to do is go down here and say, I'm looking to sell my Ethereum at a market value. This is not letting me do market. Not a limit order. I need a market order. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out this platform. This is the first time trading on this platform. It's only giving me a limit order. Let's see. See if the order gets filled. Looks like it's only market order available or limit order available. Okay. Now I have USDT, so now I need to go USDT to Pi. Sorry if that's what you're hearing right now, but I don't know where to even put it because I don't have the availability to put it anywhere. I would have to be able to put it in a different wallet. So I can get 28,000. I'm just going to let that sit there. Waiting for this to update. Come on. This is not updating. Oh, it's still open. It's still open. Oh, I can't even speak right now. It's still open. Voice is going away. I don't care how many I get. I just want to. There we go. Let's get that filled. Get it filled. It's not going to get it filled because the current price is weird. What's everybody saying over here? Sorry. Five up. I wish I had it. Buy Solana. I already did. It's now on Coinbase. What's the current price at? Here we go. It went through. Thought it went through. Why is it not going through? Come on, man. Enough balance for that. What are you talking about? What you talking about? It's not filling my entire order. You guys, just give me a second. I'm trying to. Just fill my order, man. It filled 1,122 of it. That's just weird. It's not filling the whole thing. I don't know why. I just want a market order. If you just give me a market order, I'll be fine. Like, what the hell's going on? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that. I know I don't have enough freaking balance. My sell pi to USDT. No, sell or buy pi from USDT. Yes. Now my balance is 7,588. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Has anyone seen Matt Kors this morning? I think he starts at 9. sense of the song. I don't know when to fold them. Go get some rest, homie. I'm fine. I'll work. I mean, I'll work through it. I'm changing from Ethereum to USDT in order to buy Pi. There we go. I got it all filled. Perfect. I kind of like the platform, but then again, I don't. It's similar to like KuCoin. Right. Perfect. So now I'm holding 28,580 Pi. I'm gonna let that sit there for a long period of time. Top of the morning, everybody's trading. Wait, the Pi that you mine on your phone is PIE, not PI. Yeah, having a nice jump. Getting to about 1%. We should be a lot higher than that. In the beginning of the morning, we jumped up quite a bit, and it sucks that we couldn't stay up there at $57.64. We're down to about $56.43. Or sorry, $56.93. So about 529 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. It does help out the channel. Um, I'm going to quickly, maybe like for 15 minutes, open this up to subscribers. I think that's cool. And you need to be a subscriber for 1 minute or so. So if you're a new subscriber, you probably have to wait like a minute. But I'll keep this open for a little bit before we get to 9, and then 9 o'clock I'll close it back up. Is that fine? It depends how busy it gets. If it gets too busy, then we'll close it up earlier. Just coming in, are you referring to Pi or Pi? I have no idea at this point. I bought PI, which seems like it has a lot of potential. But PIE is, they're telling me, is the one that you mine from your phone, which I've just heard of today. So we are seeing a little bit of a jump right now in AMC, breaking over these points up to $57.08 or 10 cents. That's good. Hey Frog, thank you for being here. Blessings to all. AMC to the moon. Starting to see a little bit of a pullback. even before it being overbought, which is crazy. Good morning. Good morning, Voltage. Remember, this is open to all subscribers. So if you're subscribed, you can now comment. Anybody on Twitch, thank you for watching. I know a lot of people like that platform, and we got 5 people watching, so I appreciate it. Hey, Matt, what's your favorite crypto? I would say out of all crypto that I hold right now, or the one with the, or there's differences in the one that's my favorite or the one with the most potential. I would say my favorite crypto right now is probably ICP. ICP, I think, can go up to $100, $200, $700, and right now it's at like $50. So I'm thinking that's one. It's at $48. That's one of my favorite cryptos, and I'm waiting for my money in Ally Bank to clear so I can put more money into Coinbase. With only 135 million circulating supply, that gives it a lot of room to grow, comparable to what Ethereum is at. If it can get to $1,000 or $2,000, that can be a pretty big deal. And I'm all for investing into it, buying maybe 100 shares or 100 coins, and then going from there. That's probably my favorite. If I'm looking at it with the most potential, I can definitely say that looking at something like AMP or Anchor looks really good to me. AMP sitting at about 5 or 6 cents or so. I don't really know exactly what they're at. 5 cents, close to 6. And if you look at Anchor, that's sitting at about 7 cents or 8 cents, and it has only 7 billion circulation. 20 number 20 of the most held, and obviously the obvious choice to that is Doge. Doge is a big deal, and I could see a lot of potential with them, and I just like the amount of people that are behind it. Consolidation day is okay. Yes, consolidation day is good. We're up 1.2% though. Did he just buy? I just bought pie. Do you smoke? No, I don't. Can you check out Wish? I did check out Wish before. I think it has potential. It just has less less history, which doesn't give me a lot of room to give you any type of suggestions or opinions. So where it stands is okay. Show some love to LTC, man. I picked up another one yesterday. Uh, I do have three or four shares, 3 or 4 coins of LTC. That has a lot of potential. LTC has a huge amount of potential just based on the amount of volume or the amount of circulating supply. LTC, the circulating supply on that is 66 million, which is almost it's more than half of what Ethereum circulating supply is at. So showing a lot of the potential and where it can get to. You can get to basically what Ethereum is, if not double what Ethereum high was, as long as you have the backing. I got my first Doge at 0.008 cents. That would have been amazing. How much is Litecoin right now? Litecoin's at 141. Let's look at some crypto. Looks like Litecoin is down, but it's at 141. Bitcoin's at 34,000. Dogecoin's at 25. XRP is at 67 cents. Ethereum's at 1,000 or 2,153. Ethereum Classic is up at $58. So sitting in good spots there. My portfolio is looking pretty decent. I know I just took some Ethereum out, so that's probably why it decreased so much. But I put it into Pi and letting that sit there, see what that ends up turning into. If it turns into anything, if it doesn't, it doesn't. I have a couple of risky plays that I like to play, but then I partner those with a lot of more safer plays, something that I know is going to gain me thousands of dollars, if not tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I am looking to buy more. I just need to find what's going on with my. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I need to find. I don't even know what I was saying. What's going on with Ally? Looks like AMC is starting to pull back a little bit. Like it's still above 1%, which is a good thing. Yes, there we go. Now I can make that move. So I can put money into Coinbase. Let me go ahead and deposit. I'm gonna put 3,000 to Coinbase. You know what? Let me do for. I would love to do 4,000, but I didn't take out that much. Let me do 2,800. Done. Nice. Okay. I really am struggling getting out any type of words. It's crazy. That is great. It's great. Now I can put more money into Coinbase. I jumped on Doge 21 cents last week, bought $300 worth. That's awesome. What kind of hospital work on A parts? All of them, I think. If Shiba Inu gets to half a cent, I'm buying a beach in Mexico. Yeah, I think Shiba Inu is going to have a tough time of getting um, to those points. You know, Shiba Inu has 394 trillion coins. I mean, it can get there with the amount of people buying, but once it gets to these levels with people holding so many coins, they sell those coins. It just doesn't look good. You know, it's gonna be a massive sell off at some of these levels. That's why Shiba Inu keeps going up and down, and then up and down. It goes up dramatically and then down dramatically because people sell off millions of coins. I do a lot of research on crypto based on fundamentals instead of hype. You should look into Helium Network. I have heard about it. Very promising. I have heard about it. I haven't ever looked at the actual coin though. Um, go. Go. So yeah, I have some. Um, so that has 88 billion in circulation. Definitely has potential. I can tell you that. 88 million in circulation. Hopefully that's what I said. Yeah, definitely has some potential there, especially where it's at, getting to these levels of $19. It resisted multiple times though. That only have a life of 2020. It only had a life of like 2020. Um, Started in 2020 and now it's sitting at about $12.46. Not a bad play. Although it's not supported by Coinbase for some odd reason. Why not? Doge is unlimited, but it's how many people get paid every year. Yeah, but it's not like you need to take some time off. Um, what are your thoughts on ZOM nowadays? My thoughts are still the same on ZOM. I'm still waiting for that to pop. Still waiting for that to move. I know it's gonna make some big moves. It could get up to $3 or so. I'm only looking for it to gain or go to about $1.30 before it probably resists again. I'm thinking that may happen with the amount of consolidation that you see at these lower levels. You're going to see it at these lower levels. It's probably going to resist. I'm going to take the extra money that I get and put it into ZOM at the lower lows and then wait for it to go up to $2 or $3 and gain some more money out of that. But yeah, Intel's fundamentally sound. It pays the miners as reward for running a massive organ with very little energy and radio transmitters. Um, what's the reason why it's not on Coinbase? Is there a reason? Because it's been it's been good since 2020, and it's been pretty solid. Funny, just saw an article in Robinhood stating stocks are new focus of Wall Street bets, and a notification from Wall Street bets saying that info is a distraction. That's funny. That's hilarious. That is too funny. Guys, remember it's not members only anymore. So, you guys, anybody that's a subscriber, I guess people that are subscribers, most of you guys that are subscribers, you are members as well. So I appreciate that. AMC currently sitting at 1.17% of an increase in the pre-market, and GME is sitting at 0.24% in the pre-market of an increase. So, who killed JFK? I don't know who killed JFK. I don't know at all. Nobody knows. Let's go apes versus snakes. True. Truth. There's a lot of truth. Coinbase has a lot of SEC hoops you have to jump through to list cryptos. That's why the selection is limited on there. My portfolio is 60% OCGN at $8.98. 40% ORF at $6.47. Holding long term. I feel like these gonna have days soon. Binance US has helium. Yeah, I mean I can look up where it is. Yeah, it looks like just Binance. Binance is the 46% of the volume. When you look up something like Bitcoin, where's the most of the volume coming from? Do you think it's Coinbase? 8% of the volume comes from Binance. Only 1.7% of the volume comes from Coinbase. And it's always USDT to BTC. Do I get annoyed when they confuse the price spikes with squeezes? Yes. Because everybody's like, oh, is the squeeze over? And I'm like, what? You look like your name would be Chester. My name is not Chester. This is Westchester University. Why would I look like my name is Chester? We are seeing this increase on AMC. It's up to 1.5%, almost above some previous levels. It is above previous levels here. Broke above this level, now breaking above that level there at $57.33. Uh, how do you feel about Tether? I mean, I don't know. I don't really feel strong about them. I know it's a means of transferring into different coins. I know that. Absolutely, absolutely a Chester. It's a cool name. I don't know. I don't know. Still, MRIN is down 19%. It's pretty big. Orf is down 1%. AMC is starting to pull back. The GME has increased just a little bit, but it's still hovering around that flat portion, tethered to the moon, tethered to $1. Pretty much it. You know what I like? I really like compound. Where compound can get to. I don't know. I really like them. $200 would have been amazing. Started at $61. Would have been phenomenal to get in at like $100 or so. Started in July of 2020. I wish I was involved in crypto more back then. Just wanted to say thank you for all you do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all you guys do. Without you guys, there's no me. I wouldn't be live stream. I wouldn't feel as comfortable as I do in front of the camera if it wasn't for you guys. VeChain. What do I think about VeChain? I like it. It's okay. I don't think it's the best position out there, but it has potential. That's all you really need. ET currently at 8 cents. Does have 64.32 billion, which does like hinder the growth. When you look at the possible amount that it could get to, the highest point that it got to was 25 cents. I'm not saying that's the end of it, but you need the push, you need the volume in order to see that grow as much. 86 billion is the max supply that it could have. Comparing that to Bitcoin, or comparing that to Dogecoin, that their levels of a max level is like $3. Let's not double that, but just slightly less than double. I guess $3 to $5 is something of a reasonable amount for Dogecoin. So either way, I think VeChain can have a large increase, but it depends on the volume. It all depends on the volume. I grew up in the 90s. We call anybody Jester. That's funny. We're starting to see a real big breakout with AMC. This 1.6%, almost 1.7. $1.59, 1.67, almost 1.7%. And for several years now, I could not find anything to motivate me to start a morning routine. I found your channel a few months ago, and it truly has changed the way that I live my life. Thank you. No problem. That's amazing to hear, first of all, because it's always great to be able to have that morning routine. I know I was never really a morning person until I really started to get into investing, where it made me become a morning person, because I love dealing with money. I love being able to make money, and I love being able to make money for myself and change the amount of income that I can bring in based on how much I want to research. So I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate the kind words. That means a lot. I'm glad I could help. All right, all right. Funny thing is, I had something to eat. I typically don't eat in the morning, but since I woke up so early, I had to get like something to eat, which felt like a late dinner for me. And now I'm hungry as like an actual breakfast, you know, actual breakfast time. Do you think AMC can break 60 again and hold today? I'm not sure if it will hold because they like to keep us below 60. But then again, it's not Friday yet, so I think it could possibly hold today if it does get above 60. Just because they wanna push it down by Friday so that we don't hit our strike prices and everything like that. So if it's not Friday, I think we're sitting in a good spot. The games. I just read that. Um, how do you tell when the squeeze is ended and the shorts have covered? Really, you just have to go through the Ortex data. So we'll be looking at this while a lot of it's taking place. We'll be looking at all of this, update, real time, and hopefully we can get all these numbers. Once you see that happen, um, in the day in the market open. You'll be able to see that. When you see the price spike, you'll know that. How do we know the squeeze has ended? That's the tough part. You don't. You don't really know where the high is. You don't really know where the squeeze absolutely ended. But when you start seeing that pullback, a massive amount of pullback, then you should know that that's probably where it ended. Um, but hopefully you were able to make your moves before then, and make a lot of money out of it. That's what I'm hoping. What happened to your voice? It's gone. It went away one day and didn't come back yesterday. And today it's still iffy. It should be back tomorrow. It should be okay tomorrow. Should be. I'm not saying it is. Thank you. Love your channel. No problem. Um, and thank you for being here. Glad we have a long weekend coming up. Get some rest and relaxation. I still have to work on Monday. Not physically work through the markets. The markets aren't open on 4th of July. Well, obviously, are they open on Monday? They should be open on Monday. Yeah, they are open on Monday. Market holiday. Okay, so Monday, the 5th of July, they're not open. Someone probably said it. Closed Monday. Give up. I have no clue which pie to look up. Look at one day. I'm going fully rest stock crypto, especially my watching you, Matt. You're very knowledgeable and relatable. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, the pie situation, I really don't know. I look at the one that I bought, and it has a lot of potential. And I'm gonna hold that for a while because it does have uh, quite a bit of move to it. So hopefully we can get to a massive amount, and we'll be good. If that gets to that gets to a dollar, I have $28,000 on my hands. If it gets to more than that, then obviously I have a lot more than that. So we'll see how this plays out and where that gets to. But I'm hoping that I can transfer that to Coinbase eventually if they do get to a point to where they get added. Where you feel better. Don't overdo it. Understand. I know you understand, but YouTube doesn't. If you're not active, you're not relevant. And YouTube not push your stuff. If that's the case. Which I would have to rely on notifications, which means that you would have to be notified to get that stuff, which you are not notified. What are your thoughts on Tesla Safe? I know there's some people that are really bullish on Tesla Safe. I haven't been. Here to look at SBC. It is falling quite a bit. You know that they had a large increase as of late, increased up to 61 from 30. And I knew that we were going to see a pullback. I knew that we were going to see a pullback here. I got into 27, and then when it went way up, and now it seems to be tanking. Yeah, I mean, this is where you see those points and you're like, all right, what should I do in these instances? Is it going to come back? Is it going to make its move back? You need to assume that it's going to have a full retracement from the moment it started, especially with a large increase like this. And a lot of people, what they will do is set stop losses. You set those stop losses, and the problem is that most of that movement, most of that downward movement, or a lot of it, started in the after hours market and pre-market. So seeing that go from 55 down to 52 was not really good, but then seeing that go from 52 down to 46 was not good at all. So it's totally up to you. I don't think it'll come down to 27 because that's a long way from where it was, but you missed out on a ton of gains there. What I can see, Pi, not publicly traded. Pi or P-Land used to be. Jane has good stuff on their website. Without digging more, that's all I got right now. Would you personally hold a Uniswap or Chainlink simply as just a coin if you're not using their platform? Not financial advice. I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much. So right now I would say no, but it's a possible turn into a yes. You never really know. Thoughts on MMAT? MMAT ended up jumping after in the pre-market, decreasing and then decreasing again. That's what I thought we would see. Is more of that whole like sell-off when people ended up getting their shares. It's just a sell-off. I think it's you buy or you have one, you get two or something, or you buy one, you have two, you get one or something. I don't really know exactly what it was. But yeah, I knew we were going to see a little bit of a sell-off. I'm not sure where we'll go from here, though. I haven't done a ton of research on it news-based, or that is news-based. All right, I feel like my voice is just getting worse and worse, and it's actually getting more painful to talk. So I'm going to have to end. I didn't want to, but I feel as though I'm getting a lot of pain by, trying to push out words. So at the risk of completely messing up my voice, I'm gonna have to end the stream. I didn't want to. I was gonna try and push it to 10 o'clock to see when it opens and all that stuff. But I just wanted to get on and talk to you guys during the pre-market. But I know Matt Kors is gonna be starting at 9 o'clock, so you're not missing out on anybody that's streaming or anything. But I have to stop. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I will try to put a video out later today. Hopefully my voice is a lot better with a lot of rest and some tea. That's what I'm gonna go get right now. But yeah, hit the like button, follow my other channels if you can, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream, the next video. So